Alrighty, how we doing now? My name is Bobby Gaines. We are here to do a live rant this time. You guys know I love to hear myself talk, and some of you for some reason like it too. So I'm going to go ahead and do my usual October rant, and just kind of got a few exciting things I want to talk about and show off. And if anybody happens to join me on the live chat, I'll be taking a look and responding as such. So again, it is October 1st. It is so hard to believe how fast this year's been flying by. Summer is well over now, even though the weather's still pretty warm. But, what's begun right now is, of course, hey, somebody just said hi. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Bessie, yeah? I think I've seen you on some of my videos before. I think you watch my mall tours. Hopefully you enjoy those. Right now, just talking about October, some of my favorite things about the month. Obviously, the fall weather and everything changing. Please do more mall tour. Yes, there will be more mall tours to come, at least a few more that I have planned. Mall tours are really fun this time of year. They're really fun any time of year, but especially when the weather is kind of It's nice to go inside and have some mall tours. But yeah, I mean, Halloween. Well, October is a month for Halloween, so I'm going to be talking a little bit about that. You guys know I don't want to say I skip over Halloween, but it's not exactly my top priority because of Christmas. And without, giving anything away, this is going to be a very huge Christmas. I already kind of teased it in a past rant at the end of September, but we're going to be hearing a lot about Christmas. We're going to be hearing a lot about Halloween in the next couple weeks or so. And things are going to move quickly. But that's what I like about October. It's really the first month where there's just consistent action. Like there's just stuff going on almost every day. So in addition to the weather, in addition to Halloween, I like the baseball playoffs. I like to see how things unfold there, even though the Red Sox aren't in it, the Mets aren't in it, none of my favorite teams are in it, but I'll, be rooting against the Yankees. I'll be rooting for the Astros probably, or the Dodgers. And yeah, no, it should be a really good month. And I don't know. I was going to do a rant either way, so I figured this would be an interesting way to interact with my fans, and go figure there's one actually right here. Figure you guys are out here somewhere. Bobby Productions is going to get a lot more interesting in the next few months, I'm hoping, and beyond. Like I mentioned in a previous rant, I'm now on Twitch as Chaos Blur, so check me out there, twitch.com/Chaos Blur. I've already done a few pretty significant streams. Actually got over 100-something viewers last night playing Mario Maker 2 because of a raid, so I almost spilled that all over myself. But no, seriously, I'm here to talk about whatever, but I will go ahead and get to a few announcements right now since there don't seem to be any more questions. One thing I want to reveal play, you never know. But, that's just one thing I want to mention. That's a small thing. And October is also a big month, or like at least this October is, because it's the 10-year anniversary of Crash Daniels, Try Another Day. And for those of you who don't know, Crash Daniels, Try Another Day was my secret agent movie, produced in the summer of 2009 and released in October. October 7th will mark 10 years since that movie hit YouTube the first time before I had to re-upload it. All my friends were in it. A lot of people watched it at the time. It even got a review on Facebook. Got an 8 out of 10, so woo, I'm on my way. But yeah, I'll be doing a couple things to celebrate Crash Daniels Try Another Day. The biggest of which will be a live stream. So I'm going to make a separate video about this, but I'm going to just go ahead and announce it now for the first time. On October 7th, 2019. Not sure what time yet. Could be sometime in the afternoon. I'll let you know as soon as I have more information. But on October 7th, I'm going to do a live stream of Crash Daniels Try Another Day where I show the whole movie and I actually do live commentary and take any questions people might have, whether it's in the chat or just through talking. I'll do a little bit. I mean, I don't want to talk over the whole movie, but I'll kind of give my little director's notes if I think of any. And that is just one way that I'll be celebrating, Crash Daniels in addition to re-releasing it. But the big announcement is, the bigger announcement, and I mentioned Christmas, of course, and October is a big month for preparing for Christmas while also celebrating Halloween. So in honor of that, in November, and again, this is very light on details on this, but there will be a live stream of Christmas Central being set up. And this is something I've never done. As you guys know, I'm very hush-hush about Christmas Central. I generally don't show it at all until it's done. But I am going to be showing, as part of this kind of super, whatever you want to call it, super intricate, involved coverage of Christmas, I'm going to be showing off some of my process. I probably won't do all of it because Christmas Central takes a long time to set up, and I don't think you guys want to watch hours of that. But I will, show some significant footage. I mean, I'm not shy about it this year, and especially with the live streams going the way they have, and I mean, they haven't been super successful, but they work. I think it's an interesting way to get video out there, so I'm going to take advantage of it in a very big way. So anyone who's watching this video right now, which looks to just be Bessie, there will be a live stream of Christmas Central. I can confirm that. I don't know what day, I don't know what time specifically, and I don't know how much I'm going to show, but I'm going to show enough that you kind of get an idea of what goes into it. Because there's a lot that goes into it. And even now, I'm still going to keep some secrets, but I'm going to be pretty transparent about that. As far as mall tours, yeah, I see that's kind of the main thing. There may be a mall tour in October, hopefully. October is kind of one of those months that, with all the hope and promise of exciting things, you never know what's going to happen. So I'm not going to rule out a mall tour in October. Definitely want to do a couple in November and maybe one in December. Mall tour 2019 has been fun. It hasn't quite been as, productive as past mall tour seasons, but going to Providence Place last month with Kevin and Ryan was a whole lot of fun. And going to Emerald Square before that with Angela, Gabby, and Mike was also a lot of fun. So, yeah. Bessie, yeah, hopefully that answers your question. I don't know if there were any malls you wanted me to go to. There's only so many I can go to at this point. That's the other thing, is that I've been to so many malls in New England that, I like to go to them. I like the videos. I appreciate that people like the videos. So it's really kind of a win-win for everybody to do them. Like, there's really no downside to it. It's just a matter of finding the time and finding the people and finding the malls, because I don't want to just keep hitting the same ones over and over again. And there may be some other trips in there. You never know. That's how life is. So I guess this is kind of the Q&A portion of the rant, because I've kind of said everything I was going to say. I don't know if anybody's a sports fan, who you're rooting for in the baseball playoffs, or what kind of plans you might have for Halloween or different events going on, maybe apple picking or pumpkin picking. Do people do that? I don't know. Carving jack-o'-lanterns. I've never actually carved a jack-o'-lantern, not a real one. I always put like a fake one out. And I actually did a live stream not too long ago, not to continue rambling on. I did a live stream of me Halloween decorating, what little I do. That's always fun. I called it Halloween Haven, kind of the precursor to Christmas Central. So, once again, just kind of opening it up to questions. Otherwise, I'm going to close down the stream. But if anyone has any other questions, I would be happy to answer them. I see we got a second viewer. So again, for those of you just joining us, all one of you, doing a live stream here for October to open up the month. If anybody has any questions for Bali Productions, or you have anything you want to tell me, or anything you want to talk about, I can do that right now, right here, while I'm online. Or you can just watch me drink a soda. I really don't know where we're going with this. Got two viewers. I think there's a way for me to see who they are. Oh, there's Ryan. Do you think the Red Sox trade Mookie Betts? Oh, that's a tough one. I think... the easy answer is to say yes, because that's kind of the reason. That's kind of the way everybody's leaning. But I don't think they ultimately do, only because I don't think they can get anybody for him. If you can tell me who they get for him, then yeah. Do I think they should trade him? No, but I think they. That's kind of a really tricky question, because again, it depends on who they can get. I don't think they trade him just to trade him, like just to save the salary. I think that they would have to get something pretty good in return, like a good pitcher or a really good hitting prospect. To be honest, as long as they keep JD Martinez, which is still a big if they lose Mookie Betts, yeah, that sucks, but if they can replace him with somebody decent, they're not that far off. I think their biggest problem last year was bullpen pitching and starting pitching, so if they can find a good bullpen arm or starting pitcher on the market through trade or however, then that would solve a lot of problems with or without trading Mookie, but I hope they don't trade Mookie. But I don't think they'll trade him in the offseason. I think they might have to trade him if he doesn't sign and they go into the season with him still under contract and not signed. I think they might have to trade him at the next trading deadline, and maybe they don't get anything as good, but I don't think they trade him now. That's going to be my final answer for now. And I'm sure next week I'll be doing a rant. The Red Sox traded him. Good question, Ryan, who I do not know. Even that's a lie. I know him. So yeah, Bessie, yeah, has got a lot to say here. Okay. Okay to you too. Yeah. Do you think that was a good question? 'Cause, I mean, that's a big thing kind of facing the Red Sox right now. Mookie Betts, their big star player, young player, still putting up good numbers. Not as good this year as last year, obviously, when he won the MVP, but you don't want to just trade him for nothing. You don't find a lot of players like Mookie Betts. So, as much as the whole business aspect of it, you don't want to lose him for nothing. I would rather go into 2020 with him as my center fielder or right fielder than to just trade him for a few prospects that do nothing. So, if there are any more questions, anything at all, so I am here. 2 viewers. That's better than no viewers. This is RC Cola, by the way. It's the 3rd best cola on the market, behind Coke and Pepsi. Don't really have a Halloween drink. Like, I have a Christmas drink, which is Coke, but I don't really have a drink for Halloween that I just go to. And no, that Mountain Dew Voodoo doesn't count. No, that was terrible. I appreciated the effort. It was terrible. I think Pitch Black was a much better Halloween flavor, but good luck finding that. Alright. This is the part of the video where I just stare awkwardly at the camera. Okay, that was great. So, how you doing, Ryan? You got any plans for Halloween? Gonna be going out, trick-or-treating, something? Oh, I don't think Ryan saw. I don't think it's a surprise that I made a logo for Halloween, but there it is. Alright, well, this actually went better than I thought. Got a couple people involved, a couple Mall Tour fans, and a very good sports question. So if there are no more questions, I feel like I'm like the president or like a big celebrity. Looks good, dude. Thanks. I don't know if there's like a lag on this, because I showed that logo like a minute ago. But thank you. What is your favorite movie? Like favorite Halloween movie or just favorite movie overall? Either way, that's a tough pick. I'm pretty nostalgic. Like, the movies I like probably aren't good movies, but I just watched them so much as a kid that I just love certain things like The Lion King and stuff. I don't know if I'd say that's my favorite movie of all time, but for Halloween movies, last couple of years I've watched not Goosebumps 2, but the one that came out like about 5 years ago, the Goosebumps with Jack Black, and where all his books come to life. That was kind of a cool thing for me to see as a kid, having read so many of the Goosebumps books. See, I'm not a big horror movie fan, so like in terms of Halloween movies, even though I've seen Halloween, like the Halloween movie with Michael Myers, like that's not my favorite. That Lion King remake was terrible. Yes, it was. I wouldn't say it was terrible. I mean, it's kind of hard to... If I liked the original Lion King, I can't say I didn't like the remake, because they kind of just did the same thing again, and it just looked awkward. Halloween. Favorite Halloween movie, or are you saying that your favorite movie is Halloween? Any movie. Oh, jeez. Now we're getting into territory here, because I got a pretty diverse taste in movies. I like a lot of the Marvel movies. I like, the more realistic movies. I mean, this year alone, I've seen 4 or 5, really good movies. I actually really liked Toy Story 4. I thought it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Toy Story 2 is still my favorite of the Toy Story trilogy. God, what is my favorite movie ever? And I watch a lot of movies, but they're not, movies that everybody knows. I don't watch, I've never seen The Godfather, believe it or not. I've never seen Silence of the Lambs or Titanic. I've never seen, the big, heavy hitters that everybody knows. I've seen them almost all the Disney movies. I loved Aladdin. That might be my favorite animated Disney movie. I might have to break it down into categories. My favorite animated Disney movie is Aladdin. My favorite Marvel movie, I mean, if we're talking MCU, it might actually be, God, even that's tough. It might be Thor Ragnarok or Spider-Man Far From Home was really good. Endgame was good, but I'm not going to do any Endgame spoilers here, but Endgame was really good, but I don't think I'd say it was my favorite of those movies. Have you seen Goodfellas? I haven't. For some reason, I'm avoiding all of the Mafia movies. I haven't seen Scarface, I haven't seen Goodfellas, I haven't seen Godfather. I don't know, it just never appealed to me. I like the idea of it, but I've never sat for 2 hours just watching a bunch of gangsters negotiate and shoot each other. Like, I don't know. I've never got into it. Just like I never watched the show The Sopranos. So I guess it's a thing of mine, which is weird because I have an Italian family, but I just never had an interest in those kind of movies. They're very well written. They're very well acted, but I know they're classics. Maybe when I get older, maybe even next year or so, maybe I'll just give them a shot. I know they're really long movies. Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo. Is that like your favorite movie? I mean, that was a good movie. I remember that got a lot of critical acclaim, and I finally saw it after a while. Then I saw Finding Dory, and I just thought it was kind of a cheap cash-in. Like, it really didn't add much for me. It was just kind of a way to make Dory look stupid. So yeah, favorite animated or favorite Disney movie, Aladdin. I'd say favorite... I mean, if we're not talking MCU, my favorite Marvel movie is still Spider-Man 2, like the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2. But I really love The Amazing Spider-Man. I don't know who directed that, but that was after the trilogy. There have been so many Spider-Man movies, and now they're making another one with Tom Holland in 2021. I just hope Venom is in one of these things. I mean, I don't know how you go this long without having Venom in the Spider-Man movie. I'm not counting Spider-Man 3. I don't think anybody is. But no, Finding Nemo was a good movie. I mean, if we're going to go Pixar, my favorite is Toy Story 2. That's my favorite of those 4 movies. Toy Story 4 was a very pleasant surprise. I was just laughing like crazy when freaking Forky was trying to throw himself away 20 times. Again, not trying to do spoilers. MCU movies. Oh, you know what? Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was really good too. Had a lot of emotional parts and a lot of funny parts. Yeah, we kind of got off on a tangent here. I see Ryan likes his Mafia movies. Nothing wrong with that. I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. But yeah, does anyone here watch Supernatural? Because that's getting its last season next week, actually. Season 15 starts. That's something I'm kind of looking forward to. Thor Ragnarok was great, too. It was. Again, I don't know how slow this stream is for everybody else. You're probably watching me from 5 minutes ago. Yeah, Thor Ragnarok was funny, had good action, good story. Hulk, which is kind of like comic relief. So yeah, no, there's some fun stuff coming up. I don't really watch a lot of TV, but like I mentioned, Supernatural Season 15 is coming up next Thursday. So I won't spoil anything there if anybody watches that, but it's going to be, I think, phenomenal. Last season, 20 more episodes, and then they close the book on it. I don't know how you end it. That's what we're going to see. Just bought a PS4. Favorite, you just bought a PS4? I thought you had a PS4. Ooh, that's hard to say. I play the most Rocket League, but I don't know if that's my favorite game. Again, that's one of those things where there's so many categories of games. I can't just I'm comparing apples to oranges. I don't really play a lot of shooters, so if you like shooting games, I'm not the person to ask. I know there are some good ones. I love my PlayStation VR headset. I've got quite a few games for that. My favorite being Astrobot Rescue Mission, which is much more my style. 3D platformer and all. I may stream that game at some point. But there's a lot of good choices. Batman Arkham Knight, I think it's called. That was a fun game. PS4's got a lot of good games. Rocket League, again, which isn't a PS4 exclusive, but I spent a lot of time on that. It's probably my most played one. I would not say Sonic Forces, believe it or not. That game was just okay. PS4. You almost making me want to go look at my PS4 game, see what I have. I know I have the Spider-Man PS4 game is really good. Is Sonic Forces good? Bought it for cheap. Yeah, you're definitely behind on these things because I just addressed that. Sonic Forces is good. Like, I'm not gonna say it's like terrible. If you got it for cheap, then good, because that's about what it's worth. Like, it's just there's not a lot of content. That's all. It's not that it's bad. It's just that there's not a lot of content. Like, you'll finish the game in like 3 hours and be like, that's it. And that's disappointing because they kind of built the game up to be something more than it was. And luckily Sonic Mania was there to bail them out because Sonic Forces on its own was just kind of predictable. Maybe that's just me because I played so many Sonic games. If you haven't played one, maybe it'll appeal to you more. But I just wasn't my favorite. And as you guys know, I'm an unapologetic Sonic fan. So if I say it was just okay, then it's probably just okay because I usually look for the good in every Sonic game, and there is some good in Sonic Forces. I just wish there was more of it. Especially since they supposedly worked on it for 4 years, and that's all they could come up with. Come on a second. We're getting way off tangent here. But I like it. See, that's why I like these live rants. I don't know what's going to happen. Thought about drinking it, but I didn't. So yeah, Sonic Forces, it's okay. I don't know if Bessie has played it or can weigh in, but yeah, that's all I got on that. Are there any other topics? Gaming, sports, movies, music, Halloween, fall, autumn? No, that's the same thing. Thanksgiving? A little early for that. Football? I don't know. I don't know why I said football. I'm already tired of football. It's alright. Ryan will answer me in like 5 minutes after I end the stream. But yeah, no, exciting things coming from Bio Productions. I'm excited to see the view numbers kind of go up. I wish they'd be a little higher, but I'm excited about some of the content that I have coming that I can't even talk about. There's going to be so much. I'm basically trying to do a video every day, and I've done that. Like, I think I have a streak that goes back to August. I've done at least one video a day, not even counting the streams. One video a day. I want to keep that going through 2020, and then after that, I'll probably take a little bit of a rest, because this has been, oh God, I don't know, probably since like 2012, 2013, I don't think I've been this active. Like, since Bio Productions really started to come back, I don't think I've ramped it up to this level, and that may or may not be a good thing. What is your favorite music? Well, you guys may know I've talked about my favorite band, Maroon 5, a few times. For better or worse, I stick with them. I mean, that's kind of a vague thing to say because, you know, Maroon 5 has made so much different kind of music. My favorite type of music is just kind of pop music in general, specifically 80s pop. That's why Duran Duran is my second favorite band. You also can't discredit the Beatles, one of the best bands of all time, kind of redefining what rock and roll was in the 60s and, you know, influencing so much of the music in the 70s and onwards. I mean, I'd say my top three bands are Maroon 5, Duran Duran, and the Beatles. And what I really like about Duran Duran is that they continuously reinvent their sound, even though they don't have to. I mean, they already kind of had their moment in the 1980s, and they keep making new albums, and they all sound very different. They're all very creative. They bring in some really top-notch producers. Favorite Beatles song? Ooh. God, you know, I hate to be like everybody else and just say Hey Jude, but it probably is Hey Jude. Some of my more obscure favorite Beatles songs are Old Brown Shoe or I Want to Tell You by George Harrison. Both of those are George Harrison songs. I mean, I like their ballads, like Yesterday or Blackbird, Let It Be. There's so many good Beatles songs. You know, they were only, like, prominent for about 6 years, but they put out 12 albums, and they had so many great songs on them. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, the title track, is really awesome. There's a lot of great Beatles songs. You really can't go wrong with all this stuff. No, we lost one of our viewers. I think we scared off Bessie or Ryan. I don't know who we scared off. But yeah, no, this has been fun. This has been a good way to start October. If all my live streams are this active, I might do more of them. But, so yeah, October. What is your favorite part of October? What could it be? Does anybody know? Does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? So, by the way, it is 1:07 here at Bobby Productions. I feel like Bill Belichick. We're on to Halloween. We're on to Cincinnati. Something like that. How's Kevin doing? Or is he watching this too? Almost spilled my soda again. What's your favorite Beatles song? Take your time. Really, they have so many good ones. You can't go wrong. I'm actually checking my channel right now to see if it doesn't change the name of my stream when I go live. That's kind of weird because it should say October Rant. Favorite Beatles song? While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Yes, that is a great song. I actually saw Peter Frampton do that live. It went on for like 10-15 minutes. It was great. Love that guitar solo. Certainly doesn't make me weep, gently or otherwise. I don't know how far behind people are on these streams because we're like addressing things that, well, you know. Oops. See, that's really annoying that YouTube does that. See, on my screen it says Bobby does Halloween decorations live, but I updated the title, so it should say, should be the October Rant. because there really is no topic here. There was a topic, but we kind of already touched on it. But, you know, what do I know? Not much, apparently. Not much at all. So yeah, any of the announcements that you might have missed, Ryan, other than the Halloween logo, I'm going to re-release Crash Daniels on October 7th. I'm going to do a live stream where I watch it and do commentary. And sometime in November, probably early November, I'm going to be doing a live Christmas Central stream. So there's going to be a lot of stuff going on there. And you guys will have a chance to react and comment and kind of just see, actually, you know, from the trenches, what I do to set up Christmas Central from the beginning. So that'll be an interesting opportunity and something that I've never done, never really had the opportunity to. So I'm looking forward to that a lot, actually. I don't know how long it's going to last or what it's going to consist of, but that was kind of the big announcement. That's a November announcement that I'm making in October just to prepare you guys. So that will happen. There will be a live stream of Christmas Central as it goes up. Some of it. I can't do all of it. It's going to be ridiculous. It's ridiculous anyway, but this year I've got my biggest setup ever planned. It's indescribable, the things that I will be doing. Nice. I enjoy your Christmas Central stuff. Not really a Halloween fan at all. Halloween is weird. I'm a fan of the idea of Halloween, but it's been a long time since it really panned out and had that same magic that Christmas does. And I try to bring it back, and I watch movies and kind of get in the mood for it, but yeah, obviously, Christmas Central to me, maybe, God, I can't remember the last time I was this excited to start setting it up, because, I mean, it's just, I got so many ideas, I just want to start throwing them together right now, but I'm resisting the urge. But yeah, I like Halloween. It's a funny moment. It's just a day. I think I'm actually working Halloween morning, so I think they let us dress in costumes, I mean, you know, have fun with that. Anytime I can do something goofy, I do it. So I can't say I'm not a fan of Halloween. It's just not nearly what it was when it was my second favorite holiday. I don't know what my second favorite holiday would be right now. I mean, I guess I can't really count my birthday as my second favorite holiday, but that has become a very fun part of the year. Just Bobby's birthday bash, which is less so about me and just kind of about the craziness of it all. But yeah, no, Christmas Central, you're definitely going to enjoy what I have planned. There's going to be more Christmas coverage than there's ever been before, which sounds ridiculous to say, but there's going to be almost like documentary-style footage, like, oh, now in the woods we see the wild Christmas getting ready in its natural habitat. It's going to be crazy. It really is. And I say that in the best possible way, because I honestly can't wait. This past month was crazy. I did a lot of weddings, I did a lot of stuff, stayed busy. I've actually gotten into watching Breaking Bad, which I don't know why I'm saying that, but that's something I started doing this year when I wasn't working. I've been watching Breaking Bad, and it's a show that everybody's into. Please, no spoilers. I'm still on season 4, so I've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed a lot of shows, actually. I'm kind of, hearing about these shows, giving them a chance, and mostly liking them, like Stranger Things, seasons 1 and 2, and season 3. I mean, that was September, pretty much. Hard to believe it's already over. I don't really feel like it's October until probably like a week or so has gone by. It still kind of feels like September to me. October 1st doesn't really, not much changes to that point. But like I said, check back here in about a week, October 7th, because I'll be watching Crash Daniels from start to finish and providing my commentary. And if anybody wants to ask me any questions, I'll try to answer them. And other than that, I might have a little Halloween content. Breaking Bad is excellent. Netflix movie. Yeah, I know. The next Netflix movie that I'm trying to avoid any reference to. I'm very interested in that. So I thought the show ended a while ago. It's surprising they're making a movie now. But from what I hear, it's like one of the best shows of all time. And I've really enjoyed what I've watched of it so far. It's been a very intriguing story to this point. Again, I'm in season 4, so I don't know the whole story. And as I watched it, or as I've been watching it, I've always tried to guess what's going to happen next. I've always had these theories. They're like, oh no, this is what's going to happen next. And I've been wrong every time. I've been wrong every single time. Not even close. I've been like, oh, this is the part where he's going to die. It's like, nope, that's not what happened at all. I mean, I get the point, about the surprises and stuff, but, man, if you got to guess one of them right, nothing. Nothing. That's pretty much any show. There's only one thing I guessed right in a major movie, and I can't say what it is because it'll be a big spoiler for that movie. But just trust me, I got it right like hours before I saw the movie. I predicted it. So right now we're over 30 minutes, which is longer than I wanted this to go. So I hope you enjoyed the October rant from Bobby Gaines. I hope that you'll check out more of my streams as I make them, and check out Crash Daniels. I'll be having some more information about that. Enjoy, just the month, Halloween, all that good stuff. And in November, get ready for some insanity. Some real insanity. I mean it. So, again, thank you for watching, Ryan, Bessie. So appreciate your support. I'll be signing out right now.